was, yeah, a bit different. It's a bit chaotic. They lost our gear on the way, so we don't have any guitars. Yeah, any guitars or any drum gear, and no keyboards still. And some of the guys also lost some personal bags. So
it's a pity. It's a real problem. Okay.
But otherwise, it was good. It was a calm flight.
Yeah.
I had some sleep.
Have you seen Madrid or something? At first sight? Or?
This is the first time for me over here. But no, I saw Burger King on the corner from my hotel.
The best thing from Madrid. Okay, now we are going to talk about the album. What can you tell us about the new album that you're going to release?
What do you want to know?
Everything.
Well,
what I have found out is the working title, that I really don't know how to translate it into English and not into Spanish.
Yeah.
But if you any information that you can tell us.
Well, we haven't decided on the name yet. It's still like open. We have the working title, of course, and we have a couple of different suggestions now, and then we're gonna think. And the album will be out in middle of February, I think, or end of February.
Yeah.
And
does it have any conceptual line to follow or something?
Well, no, it's not the concept album. It's different stories, like every song, but it's like old folk tales that like tend to repeat themselves through time. You know, they could be, you could adapt them to really like our present days now. It's the same stories that carry out throughout history.
And now we have read the studio diary.
Yeah.
And while it was really neat, it really transmits a lot of rush and activity.
Oh yeah.
Like chaotic, really a real chaos.
Yeah.
And I have taken some words from the diary, and if whoever is able to do it will do it. I don't know. It's something that was written in the studio diary. And what can you tell us about that time?
What?
Whoever is able to do it will do it. It's something that wrote your partner?
Yeah, that's actually we have because there was some really strange stuff, for example the guitars that we started changing around with. Because we had these demos that we listened to and did the parts at home, like tried to rehearse everything. But then we found out like, let's change them in some way. And some of the guitar players were like, whoever is able to do it, because Trollhorn, he is such a good musician, so he was faster to do it, so it would have taken them 10 minutes to learn the riff in the new way, and he could play it straight away, so it was just a matter of saving time. I read that you recorded some guitars that they were supposed to be recorded by a Scrimer in the studio diary. Oh yeah, I actually play one chord. Yeah, I play a C. The sentence is because of that. Whoever is able to do it will do it. Yeah, and he wasn't there at the moment. And there are some rumors that you and Scrimer went to the woods to record some sound. We were actually supposed to do it, but we didn't have the time. No, we didn't have the time. We were actually supposed to go out and bang pieces of wood together and rocks and stuff like that. But then we had old samples of that also that was done many years ago, so we decided to use them again. Okay. And now something that is for me very funny. According to Katla's work, your first singer, Swedish sounds more trollish than Finnish, or than any other language. Yeah, but trollish, some way. But I think but I think Swedish is a really good language to tell stories in, because it's not, for example, Finnish can be really harsh. With all the K's and all that, really hard P's and stuff like that. But Swedish is more fluent, melodic language. Yeah. Have you thought about someday singing in English? Will not happen. We have thought about it, but everybody says no way. It's good in Finnish, in Swedish. Yeah. Okay, and now that we're talking about Katla, he continues writing the lyrics for the. Do you take him as an active part or active partner of the band? Well, he's not really involved in anything else than writing. So he only writes the lyrics. Yeah, and the first years with me, he also popped in for some shows and did some backing vocals, but he has never really done anything else. Oh, I see our gear has arrived. It's all here. Perfect. Okay. Yeah.
Now about the band, there are other bands that they take some outfits or something on stage, like Entrevista or visita, and as you do. Does it have something to do with being another person on stage than being another one off stage, to separate?
Yeah, of course. For me at least, it's putting the gear on means that gives me the feeling of now we're gonna play. It gets me like prepared for it and
creating.
It creates like an atmosphere. No, of going on stage performing a concert.
So more or less, now I could ask you about the nicknames that you all have in the band. So it's like Brett is on stage.
Yeah, Mathias is backstage.
Okay. Yeah. Now, how you contacted with the band when the other singer left and you went into the band? Did you knew the FINNTROLL before getting into the band?
Yeah, I heard them, a bit of them. I actually have the first album at home. But I haven't really I didn't keep up with it at all. I knew they existed and I knew they played, but at some point when they fired Bill Scott, they tried because Scott, he was in the same school as me at that point, and it's like a Finno-Swedish school. So they called him up to Katla and asked him, is there any singers over there, because they really want a guy that can speak Swedish. And I have one here. So
you speak Finnish and Swedish?
And
English. And we have to speak Spanish.
I speak a bit German.
Okay. And now I know that you are a very big fan of black metal. And how is to be a very big fan of black metal and sing in a band that is humpa metal? Because you don't, as I read, you don't like to be put in the label of folk metal.
Yeah, and humpa metal is not really correct either, I think, because there's not really much of it left. If you see the last albums, the FINNTROLL, and the new album is really heavy on black metal and the death metal in the new album, and it fits me perfect. The new stuff,
for you, it's perfect.
For my voice, it fits good for this. I think for last album also, if I would have came in, for example, not for the album, I don't think I would have fit it in.
Okay. And now, could you give us a few details of FINNTROLL as a band, as the personality that FINNTROLL has as a band? A few details, a few words. How do you define FINNTROLL?
A band that actually really does exactly what they want. They don't really think about what is modern right now, what is popular. A band that does their own stuff.
Okay. And now, which is, for the band, which is the biggest inspiration?